Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. So, with the multiverse saga appearing to be coming to a close, and Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Victor Von Doom, but from what I heard from watching the Cosmic Wonder is a reaction from Tyrone Magnus while he was watching the Cosmic Wonder and Everything Always. He's technically Tony Stark playing Doctor Doom. And there's going to be Avengers. The next Avengers films are going to be a 3-part ending, which, okay, cool. I think it's a little rushed right now, but I think we should stretch the entire multiverse saga out, stretch it out even longer, with phase 7 being the final phase in the multiverse saga. Maybe phase 9, because there's a lot of things we should get covered, and get reintroduced to within the multiverse saga. Like, we just got Blade back, okay? We just got Blade by, we just got Wesley Snipes back as Blade. We got Elektra back, okay? Not one version of Elektra, but 2 versions of Elektra. I'm just saying, give us, for phase 7, keep up with the theme of the multiverse. Phase 8, same thing. Give us the X-Men version of what it would be like for the Fox X-Men, version of the team, the Fox Universe Avengers team, and the Fox X-Men, the Fox Avengers team. Phase 7 could be all about the Sony version of the Sam Raimi and Andrew Garfield versions of universe of Avengers and teams that are a part of that universe. Phase 9 is where everything comes to an end, and then you can give us a fresh, soft reboot where everything is, A-okay. Stretch those things out and give us different versions of what those each variation universe would look like in terms of like various teams, how each universe looks, feels, and people, each universe in the MCU should feel grander, should feel expanded upon. Like, for example, X-Men 97 is a prime example of what they should have done. Should do. Give us that version of what's going on in Avengers each universe. Like, for example, What If is a great example of like each, like, a universe, you know, a different set of universe, you know. But that's just on the animated side of things. Give us a live version of What Ifs. Different takes of live action versions of What Ifs. You know, that's sort of adjacent to the animated version of What Ifs, but it isn't quite What Ifs. Give us the comic book versions of What Ifs. So, you know, give us comic book adjacent versions of What Ifs. Stretch, this is the multiverse saga, right? So why not give us everything multiversal? You know, give us multiversal X-Men, multiversal Avengers, multiversal Defenders, multiversal Midnight Suns, multiversal Alpha Flight, or multiversal X-Force. Different teams and different heroes joining and being a part of multiversal teams. And each team, you have one team, you have a buttload of teams from the comics, you have some from like multiple variations, like you have multiple teams from a bunch of like freaking comic books, right? You have some from comic book universes. You have some from you have a crap ton of heroes and teams from different, all kinds of animated universes. You have some from all sorts of, you have a shit ton of characters and heroes and team-ups from live action, from like old movies and TV shows and shit like that. And you have from stuff from the 90s, 80s, 2000s, modern day, you know? And they all come together in Phase 9 and they beat the living hell out of each other. They beat the motherfucking living hell out of each other. And for Avengers 5, you can still have it be titled Doomsday, but you can still have Robert Downey Jr. still be a variant of Tony Stark, right? But it is revealed that, one, he's the same Tony Stark from our universe, but he also got kidnapped, brought back to life, or he got brought back to life, kidnapped by Kang, and Kang and Tony Stark from our universe are working together, which leads into, at the end of Avengers 5 Doomsday, which would work if it leads into the Avengers 5 or Avengers 6, the Kang Dynasty, which could still work if you do it that way. And then at the end of that one, it is revealed that it's been the Beyonder pulling the strings all along, with every multiverse universe, you know. And you can have it, you can literally call it Avengers 7 Beyond All Along, or the Beyonders Plan, or whatever. Something dumb like that. I don't know. It's a working title. Then you can still have Avengers 8 or Avengers 8 and 9 be Secret Wars and Secret Wars 1 and 2. You know? It just feels a little too preconceived to just have Doctor Doom be the next new villain for the multiverse saga. I just feel like what they should do is stretch things out a little bit longer, into like 3 more phases, and still do Kang Dynasty. They should definitely still do Kang Dynasty, but in a way that makes sense to the overarching theme and plan. Make Kang Dynasty Part 6 instead of Avengers Infinity War Part 1, 6, and then have Avengers Secret Wars Part 1, Part 6, and Avengers Secret Wars Part 2, you know. Plus, I'm pretty sure they're going to do Avengers versus X-Men at some point, which that could be part Avengers 8 or 9, you know? And then you could stretch a couple more Avengers films and have it that way, you know? Plus, we're still getting the Young Avengers. You know, you can still do Young Avengers 1, 2, and 3, and 4,